All right, story time. So, we did the boat. We redid it. I'm cleaning up a little. My son, my 11-year-old, surprisingly, came out and helped me paint the floor. Um, so that was good. Wife helped with the decks and sanding and scraping. She's gonna hopefully be the one to cut these lid covers out of the foam. We're gonna do those. There's the deck. It was pretty wood, but it had been painted for a lot of years, and it's going to take a ton more sanding. I hit it with a flat disc and got all that rough paint off so we could do what we did today. It's not by any means a showboat, but I think it's going to look pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. Tell you a story I was telling in the previous videos. I was going to do an LED string, green LEDs down the side. Side story. I got in my life, I've thrown a fit about 3 or 4 times. Once I was fooling with a ham radio and my computer was showing its age. You know, and a lot of guys, ham radio, they use the oldest computers they can find. I don't need a big challenge with computers. I'm not a guy that likes that so much. So I slapped my computer shut, and that was the end of that computer. And so that was about age 40, 42, 45, who knows. And I've thrown a couple more fits since then, and I threw one here the other day. I've been out here, you know, except for the 2 weekends my wife helped me, and thank you, Angie. She didn't need to help me. She just wanted to. But that being said, you know, I got healthy boys in there sitting there playing video games, and you know, wife says I shouldn't ask them, I should tell them. But well, she's right. I mean, you know, so I got mad because I'm out here working on these LED lights, and I ripped them out. I just got mad and just yank, ripped them up, put them in shreds, and threw them in the garbage. And I went in and I proceeded to go through the house. And so 4th of July, we were going to take this boat out and be in the lake for the fireworks. Me and the boys got in it. We went out to the lake on the 3rd, and we did a little test run. Everything floated. She ran. I was great. All right, let's load her up and go home. The lake's getting crowded. Clue. They did the fireworks on the 3rd. So I'm sitting at home, and I hear boom, 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 bang, bang, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, what the heck? And yep, I checked Facebook, and they're out there doing fireworks, and I was so beside myself. You know, guys, how hard we worked for this boat to get it ready. And so I shortly figured out the next lake over and the next county over was going to have them on the 4th. So we planned up and said we were going on the 4th. Well, bless my wife's heart, she woke up throwing up on the 4th, and she stayed in bed the whole stinking day. And so I come out, start working on the boat, missing my fireworks, figuring I'm not going to go to the both shoals. So I start putting them LED lights in the right way. And you know, when I got this boat even 2 or 3 years ago, I went through the electrical and I understood. I guess I was excited or happy. I genuinely understood the wiring and where it all went, and I tracked it all out, and I was kind of satisfied that I wasn't going to destroy the boat. Plus the fact that I'd been in the boat for 15, 20 years. And so I come into here working on these LED lights. Man, there was hot wires off, just hanging. There was such a mess under there, and I started cutting and clipping, and I couldn't track. There's 3 sets of wires. You see them right there at the battery box going to the back, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't figure them out. And I just was ready to cut all the wire out of this boat. That's when I got out, pulled the LED lights off, said this is just the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life, and threw them away in bits and pieces to make sure I wouldn't get them back out. And I'm sad about that. I really am. I wish that I had those LED lights on this boat. And I've done drilled a hole in the side of the boat, up, you know, high hole. It's here. Right there, and that's where the LEDs were going to go through for power. And so I threw my fit. Now my sons both got the understanding that I'm a little frustrated because they don't want to come out and pitch in. You know, they come out 5 minutes and go to belly aching and head back in the house to play video games. I'm like, you know what? That's a bunch of bum-malarkey, and I was being less than nice about it, and I let them know, you know, if you're not going to pitch in, I'm too old to figure it out. That's what I realized. I'm too old. So I'm going to be getting rid of it, and you guys are, you know, do whatever you do for fun. I'm not going to be a part of it, though. I'm going to get me a new four-wheeler. I'm headed to the woods. I'll go ride with some old guys my age. You know, this is the challenges of raising kids when you're older. You know, I get tired, I get frustrated, and all right, so no excuses. I was rough on my kids. So yesterday, Chris came out and he helped me with that wiring, and we got through it, and I know where everything goes now. Gotten all the extra wire out that I could. There's no hot wires in jeopardy. In fact, there's only 3 hot wires now at all. I cleaned up the switch panel, and I don't even know if you can see it. You can't. Nice Bronco. Go around. Sorry about the video. I'll film the flag while I'm walking. Alright, there you go. This little switch panel had a aluminum bezel around it that was horrible, and we cleaned it up, painted it, and I mean, it ain't the greatest, but now it's top switch nav lights, middle switch interior lights, and bottom switch is a bilge pump that runs that live well. So there we go. There's only 3 hot wires. There's a hot wire to the radio. There's a hot wire to the fish finder, and then that fish finder up the front there, it runs off that front battery bank. I'm zooming out. Get y'all back on the fish eye. All right, so that's it. There's your look at the boat. That was 1 pint of. Those quarts, they're quarts. 1 quart of gloss oil base Rust-Oleum, and 1 quart of flat brown. So $32 for paint. Whatever I spent on the bed liner was a lot more. I probably got $150 in bed liner and strippers. I probably got $200 total, $300 total, and I'd say I'm about $350 total in paint. Didn't feel it because I bought it a can a week. You know, it took me like 6 months to get it all. But I bought a can here and bought a can there. And so it's done. I'm not doing no more to this boat. Now, next 6 months from now, oh, my fingers are hanging out. Sorry about that, bad video. Next few months, I'll come back at it, and we'll get a brand new roll of marine 14 gauge wire and actually get couplers, waterproof snap connectors, and we'll do it up. We'll label the wires and everything, and it'll be brand new wiring. And this boat's really coming along. It's really shining. I was out here working, had a guy come by, offer to buy it, but he was one of those horse traders. He wanted to give me $500. You know, I wasn't even asking him how much. And he thought he had me. I kept watching him looking in my garage. I'm like, you need to take off from, oh man, he is like 75. And he's just looking for more stuff he might be able to ask me to sell. That's all he was doing. I don't think he was a thief. But anyway, I had to run him off. Told him I was busy. Needed to get back to work. He asked me what kind of work I did. You know, that's a different rant. Alright, boat looks good. You guys enjoy yourselves. Thank you for watching my boat series. I know this video was long, but it's the finale. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a picture on the covers. A quick, if I can ever pull a 2-minute video out of my big fat head. And I'll put all the ropes up and stow everything so it looks its best. And maybe one more. I'm starting to really like that little piece of foam on the center console. I think that's a good touch. And I feel like if I did more, it would be bad. I don't know. Give me something in the comments. You think I ought to do the sides of it too? I don't know. Anyway, don't let anybody sneak up behind you. It's bad juju.